It is Tuesday. It is all about training and team today. I absolutely love Tuesdays. I feel that I am more productive on Tuesdays. I feel like I get more done. I feel more inspired. I feel recharged, reset, re-engaged. Ooh, I like that word, re-engaged. Okay. So, I don't know about you guys, but the kids are back in school. Finally. If some of you haven't yet started back, I mean, you're close. You've got to be close. I'm sure you are. I was very excited. Madison is in middle school this year, and it's like the first time she's going to be 13 at Christmas, and it's the first time that she has, like, I can see that her mindset has changed about how she feels about school, if that makes any kind of sense. I can see it because I know changing your mindset is a huge thing for me, and obviously it's something that I focus on, but I can see it in her, and it is so exciting to me because I can see that just from not being in elementary school and going to the middle school, like it has the look and the feel of like high school. And so she has this almost like a little air of confidence about her that I haven't seen. And I mean, as a mom, right? That's what we want to see in our kids. And it just reminds me of our business and how this is just a perfect point in time to really take ourselves back to school. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is back to school. And yeah, while we're not in school, I think it's important in our business that we really work and focus on the basics, right? The basics can sometimes get lost. And me, myself, you guys know, after 10 plus years of doing this, I've tried thousands of different things and programs and apps and methods and tracking, and they're just, I mean, honestly, I could go on for days about all the things that I've tried, that I've done, that I started, that I stopped, that I wasn't good at, that I did well, that I didn't do well, right? All the things. But what I can say is after 10 plus years is when I find myself going back to the basics and really focusing in on what is my business about and what do I want from my business? What is my business about? What do I want from my business? Those are two questions I want you to ask yourself today. What do you want from your business? And so if you are the hobbyist, or you just, you know, like Scentsy, you put in orders when you want to, you order for yourself, you like that, then, you know, this is probably not going to be a video that you're really going to be interested in. If you are someone who is trying to build this as a business, who has that mindset of, I want to have this as my second income, or this is helping me pay the bills, this is, you know, insert. And if you have bigger dreams, if you're dreaming big of, I want to be able to do this full time, I want to be able to leave my job, or I want to retire my spouse, or, you know, whatever, right? Those bigger goals that some of us have. This is something that I really want you guys to pay attention to, and I hope will give you some inspiration on how you want to go forward in this business and how that is important to you. So first and foremost, I'd like to call myself a professional when it comes to restarting or jumping back in rather to my business. I've done it a lot. You've probably heard myself or other leaders say from time to time that, you know, you can relaunch your business at any time. If you have stepped back from your business and you're like, ooh, now I want to step back in, right? I've had some life issues going on that I've had to step away and deal with. And now I'm ready to get back in. And then you find yourself going, well, now where the heck do I even start, right? Because here's the thing, and I'm probably very guilty of this myself, right? Because I share all the things that I do in my business, and, you know, doing Trello, doing Canva, doing Bitly, doing Jotform, Project Broadcast, all these different programs and apps and things like that. All of these things are great and they are wonderful for our systems. And I think that some of them are very, very essential and can do great things for us. But those are really like the toppings on the ice cream, okay? If we look at our business like a bowl of ice cream, the ice cream that's in the bowl, that's the basics of our business, right? We have a business of selling things that smell good. That's our business. And we can do that business, right? It can come in lots of different forms, right? You can get your ice cream on a cone. You can get a waffle cone. You can put it in a bowl. You can make a sundae, right? You can put your ice cream on whatever you want to do. So if you're working your business on social media, if you're doing home parties, if you're doing events, if you focus on fundraisers, right? I don't care how you're working your business. That's the ice cream, right? That's just the form the ice cream comes in. That's going to be very specific and individual to you and how it works for you. But all the apps, all the systems and everything else, those are the toppings, okay? So if you can picture this ice cream in your mind, this is the thing where a lot of people can feel overwhelmed in this business of, like I said, I'm probably guilty of this myself, because I do share so much or show what I'm doing. A lot of people will think, oh, well, I have to do those things in order to be successful, right? Like, she's a star director. And so if I want to get to that level, or she works her business full time, if I want to get to that level, I need to be doing exactly what she's doing. So I need to learn the Trello and the Jotform and the Bitlys and the things and the things and the things and the things. And then you just become overwhelmed. And for me, I am somebody who I love to learn. I am a consistent learner. I'm a lifelong learner. I love to learn. I love to learn new things. I enjoy learning apps and programs and how they can work for me and figuring all of that out. But I didn't do that to get to where I am today. It wasn't because of Trello or Jotform or whatever, right, that got me to where I am in this business. What got me to where I am in this business of having a full-time income, doing this full-time, working from home, right? What got me there was the ice cream. It was the basics. Everything else was just the toppings that helped me enjoy it a little bit more, right? Or organize it a little bit better. Make it taste better, right? That's really what all of those apps and programs do. So if you're someone who you are in your business and you are wanting to move forward, I did put a poll on here, and it's probably not going to show me the poll results till I'm done with the live, but I put a poll on here to ask, Are you someone who wants to move your business forward? Are you wanting more out of this business? Do you want, whether it's, getting to, I mean, I hate to say getting to that promotion, but I mean, in our business, that's kind of what it looks like, right? It is, it helps us with those short-term goals, right? If you break it down, years ago when I was a lead consultant, I was like, oh, I want to be a superstar director. I want to be a superstar director. And I just focused on superstar director, and I was forgetting that there's steps in between me as a lead and superstar director, right? If you talk to people who, and some are my very close friends, I call her Texas, right? Texas, she knows I adore her, so I'm going to use her in this example. I don't think she'll mind. Of someone who joined Scentsy during our hyper growth, right? During that time. And had people join her team, and she very quickly rose to director. Very quickly. Here's the thing. While it was amazing and awesome, and she was so excited to have gotten there so quickly, and it was exciting, and it was new, and it was, oh my gosh, I accomplished this. It was that feeling of accomplishment and success for her, and that's what it was. And then after hypergrowth, tapered off, and it got back into, what we see now, right? This is more of our normal, okay? Here with Scentsy, I will tell you, this is more of how our business normally looks, right? We're going to have months where maybe our personal sales are struggling a little, or our team just doesn't seem to be involved, or I'm not able to get, I've had join conversations and nobody's really interested in joining. So I haven't had somebody join, or I haven't even sponsored somebody yet, or whatever that looks like, right? In talking with Texas, she was able to, and I love that she had this ability to do that, because I wish I had had that long before in my business. She had the ability to look back and say, look, I rose so quickly that she didn't have time to actually enjoy the steps along the way. So while it was a very quick promotion, which was amazing, right? A huge accomplishment, but she didn't really have a full bowl of ice cream, right? Because she had gone from 0 to 100 so quickly, none of those basics were really in place. And it wasn't until after she got there and she was struggling trying to maintain the director numbers, right? Because she did have a smaller team. It was in that looking back on how she got there and seeing, oh my gosh, I missed out on figuring out, this system of onboarding new team members, or, actually putting systems in place, and, bringing in more customers every month, and all of those things, right? Because for me, myself, Jacqui's the turtle. Okay. I am the turtle in the story. 10 plus years, right? And I'm a star director working on superstar director. I did not make that quick of a jump to director. I didn't. I was a superstar consultant for 4 years. 4 years I was a superstar consultant. And when I first hit superstar consultant, as soon as I hit it, I was like, oh, I got director in the bag. This is totally happening, right? And it's almost like I kind of sat back, put my feet up, and I was like, just gonna wait for that director title to come. This is awesome. I've done it. I've gotten to somewhere I didn't think I could get. I'm so excited. This is it. I'm ready. I let loose a little bit on those basics. And so I started trying to figure out, what do I need to do? Because what got me to superstar consultant isn't getting me to director. So what am I doing wrong? What did I do? Like I said, in talking with Texas about this, I absolutely love her mindset about it, because she truly embraces the ability to look at the different ways and the different pieces of how she can build that strong foundation. And I know that I talk about building a strong foundation, building a wide foundation, and all the things. I know I talk about it a lot. I'm sure you hear it a lot from others as well. But I will tell you that strong foundation, or that ice cream in the bowl, right? It has to be there, because otherwise, what do you have if you don't have the ice cream in the bowl? You just have toppings. And while the toppings are yummy and great, it's not as great as ice cream with the toppings, right? So our basics have to be there. And one of the things that I personally feel that every single consultant should have, or at least be looking at, because you can do it digitally too. You don't have to actually have it in hand, but I'm one of those people who, even as digital as I am, I like things in my hand. The product training guide. Every single catalog, I order one to go along with the catalog. These two things sit here at my desk at all times. For one, because it will help me when I'm either having conversations and talking to customers, or I'm looking for when I'm marketing on social media, like, what do I want to say in the copy, right? Like, what do I want the caption to be for this, or how do I want to talk about this travel twist, or this warmer, this scent, or whatever, right? This product training guide is amazing at giving you some wording suggestions, sales tips, going over the benefits and the features of the different products, right? So when you're struggling, trying to figure out, okay, I want to really promote, I want to promote the laundry line, just because I opened it to the laundry page, right? I really want to promote that. So I don't know what to do, right? So what do you do? What do you normally do? Maybe you go to Facebook and you look to see what other people are doing, or Instagram or Pinterest or what have you, right? And then maybe you try and make it your own. Hopefully that's what you're doing. Because I will tell you that if you're just going out there and taking what other people are doing and like copying it verbatim, it's not going to be authentic, right? People are going to realize that that's not either your style, or it's not really you, or in the caption, they're like, oh, did she have somebody write that for her, right? Like, it's just not going to be organic. And at the end of the day, in this business in particular, the business that we have, we want to be authentic. We want to be ourselves. We are the ones who create our brand, right? What we sell is Scentsy. We are our brand. You are your brand. I am mine, right? You have to have your brand. Because as I've said before, and I'll say it again, anybody who wants Scentsy right now could go to Scentsy.com and it will pull up whoever the nearest consultant is on that consultant locator, right? They could do that. They don't have to come back to me. But why do they come back to me? Why do my customers choose me over the hundreds of thousands of other consultants that they could choose? That's your brand. That's your authenticity. That's how you treat your customers. That's how you follow up. That is the appreciation you have for your customers and how you make them feel. So when you're looking for that inspiration, find that inspiration by maybe it is looking to see what other people are doing, but really putting your spin on it. Putting your spin on it and really figuring out, how does it sound from me? What does it look like in my life? You know, one of the things that I do on my YouTube for my customers, which, you know, well, my YouTube is probably more consultant than customer, maybe, I don't know. Just because that's my passion, right? Is doing trainings and things of that sort. But one of the things that I love doing is what I've been using in my home. And I do that where, like, I save the empty containers of the things that I'm using. And it really helps to reinforce with my customers that, yes, I'm selling this product, or I sell the things that smell good, right? But I really do use the things that smell good. And I use them every single day in my life. And so that's how I should be sharing it, right? So on my Instagram or in my stories, right? That's what I'm doing, is I'm showing pieces of my day, pieces of me using the product, right? When my hands are dry, I use my hand cream. It's an amazing hand cream. Doesn't leave your hands greasy, right? I know this. Why? Because I use it. I use it. Are you really using your products? If so, then you have to look at, am I really sharing how I'm using my products? And it doesn't have to be something dramatic, right? You don't have to be trying to get some viral reel together, right? Who you're really talking to, who is your target audience? Your target audience is not a viral reel or a viral TikTok. Your ideal audience are the people who are already following you, or are following you, or will be following you because of the content you put out, because they have found something that they like from what you do, right? Whether it's showing how you're using the product, whether it's talking about what you were able to do with your business, with your commission check that month, right? Hashtag your income disclosure, whenever you are talking about income or things like that. So don't, just do it. Making it you. Put Scentsy in your life. At the end of the day, the basics are here to do just that. And right now we have our incentive period going, right? And this is our big incentive period, where we're hopefully, again, if you're anything like me, right, you are trying to earn that incentive. I've got my eye on either the cruise or Mexico. I'm kind of leaning towards Mexico, but at the same time, I'm still kicking myself that I didn't go on the Alaskan cruise. So I'm kind of thinking the cruise. I don't know though. I don't know. But when I look at that incentive, and when you look at the incentive and you see, what do I need to do to get there, right? Do you have a tracker printed out? Please tell me you have a tracker printed out. Print it out. Print out your planning document, okay? This is the one for August. Our one for September will be released on September 1st, right? But these are the things that I keep with me at all times, because these are the basics, right? Yes, I'm digital. I love it. I have my planner. It's amazing. Fantastic. I have my Trello. It keeps me organized. It tells me, what I need to do on what days, and I can track and trend and all the things, right? It's fancy. But I have these. I have my product training guide. I have my catalog. And I have my notebook that is quite literally filled with notes. You know what these notes are from? These notes are from all the trainings that I watch and things that I participate in. As a star director, I will tell you, I get in on, that's my multipliers from my leadership that I'm still working through, right? Got all my notes there. As a star director, there are still programs that I involve myself in. Those things, let me tell you guys right here, right now, in case you have a misconception about what it looks like to be a director or a star director or a superstar director. Here's the thing. We don't stop. The work doesn't stop when you get to those points. The work completely changes. And honestly, going back to my good friend Texas, right? I guarantee you she would tell you that by involving herself in those things and focusing on those things and the basics, right, in her business, that's when she finds the growth. That's when she finds the things that are going to propel her further in her business. Same thing for me. When I promoted to star director, I was so excited. I was like, this is it. I'm getting there. I'm getting to where I wanted to be. But I need to invest more in me because now I need to up my game, right? I need to up it from what I've been doing. And I have to continue doing that in my business. Same thing as you. So one thing that I can now call her my friend, the amazing, honestly, so many adverbs and adjectives for her because she is simply just an amazing human being in her core. One thing that Melissa Gratz had said that has always stuck with me is no matter what your title is, no matter where you are in this business, how long you've been in this business, every single month, you should be working your business like a certified consultant who is working to promote to lead. Now, at the time, I remember I wrote it down, and I don't know if it's in this notebook or the one that I had before, because, I've got a whole bookshelf over there of my notebook. I keep all of my notebooks. OCD, it's fine. It's fine. I have issues. It's okay. Here's the thing, though. I remember writing it down, and I remember when she said it, at the moment when she said it, I wrote it down, and I remembered it, and it stuck out to me. Because I was like, oh, that's genius. Okay, I need to remember that. But it didn't really sink in right then in the moment. It didn't sink in until maybe, I don't know, a handful of months later, when I was doing a self-audit, because I do a self-audit of myself and my business at the end of every month. The last week of the month, I got excited. I thought there might be a UPS truck coming. I'm not getting a UPS delivery today, but I still get excited. Squirrel moment. I didn't really understand because I wasn't in the mindset of that season yet. Because during that self-audit that I do at the end of every month is I look back on me and my business. Now, one of the ways that I can do that is because in my planner, I do keep a daily planner, right? We all know Jacqui's digital, but if yours is paper, doesn't matter. Again, I don't care what vessel it comes in, all right? But I can do that by looking back. One of the things that I do in my business that has helped me to help with that self-audit feature is in my planner. And I know I get a lot of questions about my digital planner, and I know I need to do a new training on it. So if you're watching this, don't worry, I promise it's on my to-do list. It is there. I'm trying to get to it. But so like here's, let me do it this way. Here's an example of this is my day, right? So for me, the way that my brain works, okay, so it may not work the same for you, but this is how my brain works. I have to actually time block. Now, for me, that is just how it works for me and my brain because, hi, I'm still a recovering workaholic, right? Okay, in my career, my iPad's just upside down. Not that it matters, but I don't want to put my finger on the camera. Um, in my career, I had a job to where, yes, my day was literally time blocked with, okay, I've got this meeting, or I'm doing a training, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or we've got a luncheon, meetings, right? Just so this is how my day would look. Obviously, different, and way more boring things when it comes to the world of patient accounting, but it worked for me, right? Because time blocking just worked for me. So this is what I ended up incorporating into my business. So that's what I did. So I time block every single day. Every single day is time blocked. Now the weekends are a little looser, okay? But and the days that I actually take off, right? Like on Friday, I didn't really do a whole lot of work on Friday because I had a lot of stuff going on with back to school, right? So some days are going to look different than others. Some days are busier than others, right? But you can see, I can easily look back. So again, I don't care what your vessel looks like, whether it's a paper planner, digital, on the computer, on post-it notes that are hanging on the wall, on a dry erase board. I don't care. But this has worked for me. And then every single day, I have this tracker down here in the green, right? And hopefully you can see it and it's not too blurred, but it says PRV, TWV, GWV, PEC, which is personally enrolled consultant. So people I personally, someone who has joined me, team. So how many people are in my team, active frontline, and first gen directors. Now, those are the important things that I want to track every single day. And while it may seem mundane or it may seem silly and you're like, why does that even matter? Here's why it matters. Because at the end of the month, when I do my self audit, I can look back and see, okay, look, I was really growing in or my numbers, and then my team numbers really started moving like maybe around the 10th of the month, right? Okay, so what were we doing at the 10th of the month, right? I can go back and I can say, okay, on around the 10th of the month, let's take this month for example, right? We were getting ready. We had, what did we have? Okay, so we had Scooby-Doo. We all know how that went, right? We had Scooby-Doo coming, right? So I can look back and say, okay, we had some LTOs coming. So maybe next month, or this coming month in September, right? I need to really look at those LTOs so I can help my team and myself really know what to focus on, right? And we know that because now Scentsy, thank you, Scentsy, gives us the amazing planning document, okay? It's the basics. It's the basics, people. The basics. I use this planning document, and that's why I literally print it out. It's also saved here in my thing as well. But I print it out because I need to be able to see that, right? And science will tell us, and all kinds of things, people who are very highly motivated, self-motivated, and productive, and all the things, right? They will tell you that it is very much so a visual thing. We are visual human beings at the end of the day. That self-audit can be critical because it will show you, again, where did things start? How did they end? And what can I improve on, right? I do the same thing every time I do a Facebook party or an online party or even a shopping link party, right? I do like this quick, I will do like a little quick audit after it's over, after I've closed it, and go, okay, what worked here? What didn't work here? Okay, all right, okay. So maybe I need to learn how to do this a little bit better. Maybe I need to try it a different way. Maybe I need to watch a training on how somebody else has been doing theirs lately, right? I'm already spinning my wheels for the next one on how I can improve on my business. Because remember, there's 3 things that we have to move our business. We have to have our personal sales, right? Our PRV. We have to be sponsoring. We have to be building that team. And that third piece is to be duplicating or maintaining and training the team and ourselves. I think a lot of consultants tend to forget that last little bit. Training ourselves, pouring into you. Are you watching any trainings throughout the month? Are you participating in any of the online things, like for here in this group every Tuesday? You know, I'm here, right? We do a work at Wednesday every Wednesday. Tomorrow it's going to be at 7 p.m. Central, so it'll be in the evening, right? We try and mix those up for different schedules. We have a Sunday happy hour. We have monthly meetings. We do all these things. And while it's not always going to fit into your schedule, are you taking time to go back and actually watch those? Now, I'm not saying you've got to do that for all of them, but what you need to do is you need to be looking at the basics. Where are you needing improvement in your business? Is it your personal sales? Hero's here to tell you too. Is it your personal sales? Is it your sponsoring? Is your team not really doing much? Okay, well then I can tell you right here and now, next month, you better start focusing on your team. You need to figure out what they need. How can you help them, right? That's part of that self-audit of saying, okay, well, I didn't get paid at title. All right. I need to dig in and see the people who I have on my team. Maybe it's 1, maybe it's 10, maybe it's 52. I don't know, right? But you need to be looking to see, okay, what is happening? Am I in contact with them at all? If you're not, then that's number 1. You need to figure out how. And for 2, where can you help them? What are they struggling with? Where are they in their title, right? Are they essential, but they haven't hit certified yet? Okay, well, that's what you need to focus on, is getting them to certified, right? It's that next step. Because there's things that they're going to learn in order to get to certified, right? They're going to learn that they've got to do some sales. They've got to have some conversations. They need to, if they're on social media, they need to be sharing all the things that we have going on, or doing mail outs or samples or impress me packets, right? All the things that we do, right? Again, the toppings, okay? Those are the things that you want to help them with. And the only way that you're going to continually grow as a person, as a business, is to have that reflection time. So whether or not you want to call it a self-audit, I don't care. Whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat, do it your way. But I will tell you that self-audit has been critical in helping me figure out where to focus for the next month or the coming month. So I make 3 goals every single month for my personal sales, for me to be sponsoring, or even having people reinstate, right? I know it doesn't show up on reports as new consultants, right? But they are new consultants, right? They're back, they're new, okay? And then again, it's the duplication piece of it, right? The training, the turning of the wheel, the rinse and repeat cycle, and sharing with them how to do this business. And at the end of the day, it starts with the basics. It starts with this catalog. It starts with the things in the product training guide that it talks about. It starts with our planning document. And the things that we're working towards in our incentive are the things that are going to get us to where we need to go. So, where's your focus? I made a post earlier today about your grass is greener where you water it. So look at your grass. What do you need to water? What do you need to grow? What do you need? What piece of your business or pieces, right? Because it can be more than one, right? What pieces do you need to be working on? Mail outs. Yes, Ivy. Yes. Yeah. I will tell you, not we are not required to have any product, right, on hand. We're not required to have any inventory. I try and keep some inventory, for one, because I love Scentsy. For two, because I do want to be able to sample it out, right? I do want to be able to do that. So one of those ways that I do that, so I'm not spending, as Orville has taught us, right? Don't spend family money on Scentsy. So what I do is I create my own catch-all parties, right? And then what I do is once they hit 200 or above, then for one, I've unlocked a hostess kit. So I'm already starting to have those sponsoring conversations, or those people that I have talked to before, right? I can now tell them, hey, I've got a $59 kit. If you're interested in joining, this could be something that could help you out with, you know, the bills or the groceries or whatever it is that maybe you've had a conversation with somebody and they're like, oh, I wish I was able to do this. I wish, you know, school clothes for the kids were just insane buying them this year, which, not gonna lie, they did go up in price. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely saw a price hike. Okay, it was expensive to get the kids back in school, okay? How can you help someone to be able to do that, right? So that's what we like to look at as more of an opportunity, having those conversations in more of an opportunity mindset, that servant mindset. How can you help someone else? So I get those catch-all parties to that point, so I have that opportunity to bring someone on at a discounted rate, which is good for them and helps them, right? And then I turn around and then use the host rewards for myself. So usually that looks like getting scent circles, because I love sending out scent circles, whether it's for team members, whether it's to customers and thank you mail, right? Those kinds of things. Maybe it's getting a bottle of Scentsy Fresh, so I can make up samples of Scentsy Fresh to send out, right? Maybe it's getting some washer whiffs, so I can make up some of those samples and send them out, whatever, right? That's how I kind of utilize the product that I have on hand. So it's more of me sharing what I have. Now, even if you only have some wax bars, you can start sharing those scents in the wax bars, right? You can make those samples. You could do felt samples. You could do, you know, just cut off pieces of the wax and send it out. You can use rub and stiff stickers. There's so many ways that you can do samples, but the whole point is getting the scents under their noses. And one thing that I will say, that in fact I was just having a conversation with Robin. I know, Ivy, you've been doing amazing, and your mail outs are looking fantastic. I absolutely am loving your mail outs. I love the creativity. I do. And it's eye-catching, and trust me, your customers are going to love it. That's why we call it Happy Mail. Okay? We call it Happy Mail for a reason. Now, I was talking to Robin, who's another director in Bliss, and we were mainly talking about labels for our samples and things like that we're sending out. And one of the things that I am going to do going forward, which it's one of those things that's been on my to-do list for a while. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. And yes, there's probably a group out here on Facebook, a sample group, or I don't know, whatever group, that somebody's already created one, but I'm somebody who I just get in there and I can just do it quicker than looking, honestly. But I've been doing it for 10 plus years, so that's just how I roll. Is getting the labels that are like the 2x4 size of Avery labels, right? Because I want to have more space on my labels, no matter what it is that I'm sending out. Maybe it's just a scent circle. But what I can do is on that label, or if you don't want to do a label, you can just print it out on a piece of paper and stick it to it or staple it to it. I mean, it could be really simple. Why haven't I thought of that? Is telling them, okay, here's this. I'm giving you this scent circle in the scent Velvet Moon, which, by the way, put it in my car. freaking fantabulous. Absolutely 10 out of 10 stars. Recommend. Get it. It's amazing. Okay. But on that label, right, that I'm going to put on those Velvet Moon scent circles, even though I'm just sending a scent circle, I'm also going to list all the other products that that scent is available in. Now, in this case, in Velvet Moon, it's only going to be in bar, in room spray, and scent circle. But for other products, like Jammy Time or Sunkissed Citrus, right? Those are the ones that are available in other products. So how can you take what you're giving your customers and also open them up to trying new products, right? This is also available in pods. This is also available in hand cream. This is also, you know, all the different things, right? And kind of making those labels to branch them out of their, because at the end of the day, our customers do have comfort zones too. And they probably get stuck on the certain products that they buy. Maybe you have people who just buy clean products. I do. And they just love the clean products, and that's usually all they buy, right? Is either Counter Clean, Scentsy Fresh, all-purpose cleaner, the laundry stuff, and like literally it's a very rare thing that I see them buy any bars of wax or, you know, different things, because that's just what they enjoy. That's what they like. That's what they use the most. Well, I have other customers who are only buying wax and then warmers from time to time as they come out, or as we have LTOs, things like that, right? Getting them looking at the different products that we have has really helped. And so one of those ways that I'm going to, again, remember, I'm learning every single day. I'm trying new things every single day, every single month, and doing that self-audit, is how can I help explode my customers' mindset when it comes to the different products that we offer. Because at the end of the day, we do offer a whole heck of a lot of products, right? We're not just wax and warmers. We're not just a laundry line. We have body, we have pets, we have kids, we have all the unplugged, we have all the things. So one of those ways to help with those customers, to help those sales, is hopefully going to be getting them to explore into new products, right? So some of those samples that I do, I try and be very intentional, right? Like the next thing that I'm doing, I just put it over there, is doing some dish soap samples of Autumn Road Trip. And on those samples, I am going to be putting those labels that if you love this scent, it's also available in bar, room spray, scent circle, right? I'm going to list all that out. So again, it doesn't have to be on a label. It can be on a piece of paper. It could be in a text. You could just send a picture, right? And send it in a text, in a personal message, in an email. But those are the basic things that we want to work on that will help us build our business and will help us with our personal sales, help us educate our customers, and just help us all the way around, really. So, all of that being said, we're going back to school, folks. We are going back to school. So that's what we're going to be focusing on going into September. I'm just going to roll with it, and that is going to be the theme. So you're going to be seeing a lot of different things in the group specifically for you guys that is focused around going back to school. I'm also going to have some incentives going on for back to school month. So I've got a lot of stuff planned. If your team members are not yet in the group, add them to the group, invite them in. Okay, invite them into the group, because you want your team to have the resources. Even if there's somebody who is saying, you know, no, I'm not really into it for a business, I just da-da-da-da-da. Well, I'd still like you to, you know, join this group, because you'll at least see the products that are going to be coming out, or you'll at least be able to see, you know, how other people are working their business. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, even though they come in with a hobbyist mindset, it doesn't mean that it's going to change, and life isn't going to change. Things change. Your mindset changes. Your outlook on your business changes. You see potential, and you can say, oh my gosh, I think I can do that. I want to work towards that now. And you grow, and you bloom, and you blossom. So that's how we're going to do it, is going back to school. Oh, Ivy, I love the Hogwarts back to school party theme. Yes. I am a Potterhead. I am a Slytherin, by the way. I just love it. I love Slytherin. So, yes, I love that. I love that. Yes, getting creative. It's just so fun for me. And like I said, it's very fun for your customers. That's why we call it Happy Mail. Make it flipping happy. You can do it with confetti. You can do it with stickers. You can do it with a cute note that you hand write and put it in there, right? It doesn't matter. Make it fun. Throw some candy in there. Who knows, right? So, taking it back to basics. We're going back to school. We're going to finish up this last quarter of the year strong and in charge. And we are going to push ourselves. We're going to push ourselves and continue to push ourselves to learn new things, to try new things, and to just be better in our businesses. Me too. Trust me, I'm right there with every single one of you. Trying to be better every single month than I was the month before. It's me against me. It's you against you. There is no competition here. This is how we grow, and this is how we're going to get to where we want to be. Have a great rest of your week. I know you're going to be talking to me soon, but have a great rest of your week and get ready to go back to school. Bye, guys.